I think we'll start with Kalyan, who is a guest here. The rest of us are Malayalis, so let's hear from Kalyan on his fund and what they do.
Good morning and thank you. Very quick intro about what we do. We've got two mainline verticals from Springforth Capital. One is we've got the private equity fundraising arm, where we focus on 10 to 50 million, focused on sectors of healthcare, pharma, consumption, and logistics. We do a bit of IT. Then we have got another vertical where we take positions in the early stage companies, uh, particularly in the areas of food agri, backed by my other operating partners who've got long vintage from ITC, Papa John's, Gati, etc.
This idea, we wanted to make sure that it's not an idea which is not scalable. So we looked at the opportunities to scale. We identified various sectors where we can go into with this particular idea. It was about then delivering products as well as services. So we started with products. We said we'll do food, flowers, and all that stuff. Then we identified dry cleaning and laundry as a service. So that was not there. So it is about then saying that you need to be open towards the sectors which you want to look into, and also make sure that it goes through the same supply chain or the process which you have built.
Good morning. So we've heard from the investor, we've heard from the startup CEO. Let me just put an incubator perspective into this. We are also a nodal agency for the government. So some of those points which they're really good points for me to quote tomorrow onwards, because there are some of these points where we get battered on. This is like getting your basics right, the hygiene factors, or you talk about the financial discipline, not to spread out too much before you do this. These are the fundamental errors that we have been working with startups and what we have seen. At least in the last 2 years, where I have been directly involved with almost all the startups that are incubated with us. These are some of the basic things that we tried to put across to the startup.
Mr. Shivashankar, I don't know, I wish that he had more time to elaborate on what he said. So I said, to return to my Rajagiri thing, I was supposed to talk about the knowns. So the knowns are, it is very difficult to do business in Kerala. This is not the right place. You must go. Sensible people will go to Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or somewhere else. And what are the unknowns about Kerala? That actually it is one of the best places to do business, as I discovered after 25 years of working here. Whether it is manufacturing, whether it is services, whether it is any one of these services, this is one of the best places. Now why? In the introductory speech, somebody mentioned about the urbanization, and it was almost, we got the sense that this is a metro phenomenon. What is urbanization? The 2011 decennial census says India's urbanization is about 30%. Kerala's urbanization is more than 45%, higher than China. There is only one state in this country which has 7 cities of more than 1.5 million population. No prizes for guessing which is that state. Kerala, with a population of 33 million, 2.5% the population of India, 1% the area of India, the only state which has 7 cities of more than 1.5 million. Now what is so great? Nothing great about magic number 7 or anything. What I'm trying to say is urbanization is a phenomenon which is well distributed in this state. It is not all concentrated in one mega urban agglomeration and the rest of the state being boondocks. This is not the case here.
So having said that, I think we don't have time for too many questions to the panel, which we can do internally. I'll quickly sum up and open it to the audience, which I guess all of you are keen to ask questions. See, in terms of some of these basics, you've heard Afzal, you've heard an investor, you've heard Jaishankar. See, there is a common thread in some of these things, getting your finances right, of course getting your product idea right. One point which some of them mentioned and which I want to reiterate is about the team. See, during your startup phase, don't overly worry about a lot of financial projections, because during your first 5 years, at least in my experience, I have seen financials fluctuate. I have seen your entire business models pivot here and there. But make sure you have a great team. Make sure you have a team which will stand with you and which will stand by you, and it's a sensible team that you can take forward. So teaming is something that I just want to add. Otherwise, this is probably I would say this is the golden period of entrepreneurship in Kerala. We have reached that stage where there is awareness. there is a social acceptance to entrepreneurship as a career. So, you know, your parents are not getting high blood pressure when you say that, you know, you want to drop out of college or you want to start an organization, which perhaps would have been the case, you know, maybe